Sarah by the Bay, I'm David. All right. Donald Trump's about to be a lot poorer. He's already, you know, almost $90 million in the hole to E. Jean Carroll and Judge Engeron. It's what? It's Tuesday night. We might hear from him tomorrow. Likely we'll hear from him this week. And if my predictions hold true, Donald Trump's going to be several $100 million poorer by the time Judge Engeron is done with him. And that doesn't include the $50 million fraud or purported fraud. It may not be fraud, but the purported fraud that could bring even more tax consequences and disgorgements to Donald Trump and his companies and such. But I wanted to know, what's Melania been doing during all this? Now, one of the articles I read was saying that she was trying to get Trump to really fight against these E. Jean Carroll allegations. And, well, okay. What are you going to fight against? It's already been decided. You go to an appeals court, but they're going to look for errors in the trial, and Donald didn't exactly get the best representation for himself. Now, whether or not you want to sue Alina Habba for malpractice, that's something else altogether. Go for it, baby. You'll win that case. Matter of fact, you could probably have Alina represent herself to give yourself even a better chance of winning it. But the other article I have here is from what's this from? Odyssey. Audacy. It's like an internet. It used to be radio.com. It's like a collection of radio stations. And I looked it up, and they give them a non-bias. They've got the least bias rating, so they don't use adjectives that kind of provoke you. Evil Democrats and sinister Republicans. It just gives you news. And they were saying that she's been quietly renegotiating her prenup for the third time. So I want to get of this is going to be a deeper dive on Melania. What's the energy around her right now? How is she feeling about the E. Jean Carroll case? Is she renegotiating her prenup? And then if Donald Trump is basically on the hook for getting close to $1 billion in $750,000, let's say, $750,000, $750,000 million in fines, disgorgements, stuff like that. Is she hanging around, or is she packing it up? Last time I read on Melania, right around Barron's birthday, it could be open season for her. Apparently, in the prenups she's negotiating is to secure some amount of money for Barron and stuff like that. So she's trying to make sure that her son is financially in good shape. Now, Donald Trump may not be in financially good shape, so that could change all the timelines. But let's look at the energy. What is the energy around Melania Trump right now with Donald Trump and all these looming court judgments against him and the hundreds of millions of dollars he's about to be out? Entertainment purposes only. Huge disappointment. Not all the way gone. She's really regretting things. At this point, she is really regretting her life choices here. Plain and simple. He's basically going to be, in her mind, almost destitute, but I don't think she understands his finances. So she might be a bit more optimistic, maybe because she has some prenups for her and Barron in the background. But, all the money that Donald Trump was supposed to have, it ain't there. Crossed by the Nine of Cups. Hopes, wishes, dreams fulfilled. I think she is negotiating her prenup, and she might even be, again, if Donald's not all that in a bag of chips, she's still young. She's still nice looking. Not my type, but whatever. She keeps herself in good shape. She's got a name. There's other men that would be interested in her. Oh, got it. She's a mom. Everything she's done is for Barron. I have given up the last 18 years of my life to be with this gross, pathetic, disgusting man. She wants out. Oh, God, she wants out. Now, you could say that Hangman is the renegotiation. Looking at her prenup and looking at it differently. But with the disappointment here, Donald was supposed to be this wealthy guy and make all her wishes and dreams come true. But the reality is he's none of those things. She's seeing him for the fraud that he is. Yeah, there's a bit of a martyr syndrome here. I'm thinking with it. I could be wrong. This could be the pre-negotiation. Let's see what's in the past. In the past, we got the Nine of Wands. I think being married to Donald Trump's no great walk in the park. And getting out of the White House was a great thing for her. So she could get away from all the scrutiny, go back to being a private person, and just try and get through till Barron's 8. Basically, get through till Barron's 18. But she realized she can't stop fighting. She's got to keep representing and working for Barron, because if she doesn't, there's not going to be any finances. This kid won't have a future. A comfortable financial future that would fit somebody whose father was a multimillionaire, if not close to a billionaire. Current situation is Knight of Swords. I think she is fighting hard to get this deal wrapped up. You know what it is? She's trying to get this money secured, or these contracts secured, before these judgments get finalized, so that this money is sequestered, like in a trust or something like that, where it's not touchable. You know what I mean? It's you get basically it's like getting the money in Barron's name. Get the money and get it out of your name, get it into Barron's name. That way, when you have to pay all these fines, they can't take Barron's inheritance from you. That's, I think, part of her prenup. That's where she's going with it. She's trying to get the money out of Trump's name and into Barron's name. Okay? That way, again, if Trump goes bankrupt, if Trump, he has to sell everything, Barron still's got his. Now, is that something Trump's interested in? Overarching energy is the Hermit. She's looking out for Barron's best interest. She doesn't like doing this. She doesn't like these negotiations. She wants to go back and do her Pilates and, live her life, look at fashion, everything like that. She hates having to negotiate this. But again, with this card here, this is kind of like what she sees as her duty. This is her way of showing her son that she is his mom and she loves him and looks out and is interested in his best interest. Type of energy. Now, again, I think Melania herself is quite the narcissist, just like Trump. And if narcissists can't love themselves, it's hard. They can't love anybody else. But I think there's this mother-son energy, and this is kind of like a job or a duty or something along those lines. So it kind of transcends the love that's there with duty, obligation, and stuff like that. They can't love, so they have to figure out something that kind of is in the neighborhood of love. The lesson to be learned is the happy family. I think she's going to be successful. I think she's going to be successful. She's selling this is in Barron's best interest. This is, helping with the Trump legacy. His kids are going to be all right. And I don't think she's asking for a ton of money. I don't think she's asking for $100 million for Barron. It could be $10 million. It could be $20 million. It's something that's maybe not, 10. It could be $10 million. Imagine any of our kids having $10 million. And then you're set for life. You can do anything you want. We'll see what happens. Betrayal, heartbreak, disappointment. I think she gets told no. He won't do it. He won't do it. Or he promises to do it and he doesn't get it done. And then the money's not there. Yeah, we'll get it. I'll get my lawyers on it. We're going to get this thing all together. And then he just never gets around to it. I mean, this could be that it does get done and then she leaves him. It could be that too. But there's some heartbreak and betrayal in here. Either Trump doesn't get it done or he gets it done and she leaves. I don't think she would do that, though. I think she would honor her agreement, whatever the prenup is. But I think that Trump says he's going to do it. He doesn't get it done. And now what? You have just pissed off Melania. I ain't going to change places with you. You can just suffer the consequences of that decision. Thank you very much. I'll be over here with the popcorn going, hum, hum, hum. Rooting for Melania. Again, not my cup of tea. That's not the person I want to be cuddling up with on the couch on a Sunday afternoon. But, whatever. Different bites for different likes. All right. So that's the energy around here. Either Trump says no, he won't do it, or he says he will do it. Probably more to the point, he says he will do it and then doesn't get it done. A little four-cutter. Does Trump... can I get some clarification on that Three of Swords? Does Trump promise something and doesn't get done? What's Melania feeling about that betrayal? Is that her? Is that Trump? That's kind of a little clarifier on that one. What do we get? Hostage. The prenup holds her hostage. Right? It keeps her around. Knight of Wands. I think he keeps promising and just doesn't do it. Strength card. Queen of Swords. And the money. Yeah. He keeps her around. This is the prenup. This is what keeps her around is the promise of the money going to her son, her progeny here, and him promising the money, big money, but doesn't deliver on it. She's been strong, holding. She's upheld her end of the deal, and I think what she's seeing is he doesn't uphold his end of the deal. He moves too slow, and then she has to make a choice. Something happens with this deal. Does not get done. This deal does not get done. She's been working on it. She's been strong. She's been at his side. She's worked things through, but she has to make a hard choice now. Because, it's like, I think he loses the judgment. He has to pay all these fines. And I think maybe she finally realizes there's no money in there. That he's done her dirty, or he's done her son dirty. Maybe, you've got the old prenup, that'll work. But this new one doesn't work. And now she's got to make a choice. Scorning women, man. Good luck with that. Jiminy Christmas. Oh man. What's Donald's? What's the energy on Donald with this prenup? What's that betrayal about? What's that Queen of Swords decision she's going to make? Why is she feeling like she's a trap victim? That trap victim is just such a perfect card for the prenup. From Donald Trump's perspective, what happens? Why is there a betrayal there? Four of Wands. Opening day. Getting the deal done. See you later. You don't like it, you can leave. Type of thing. There's that strength card again. It's a battle between the two of them. Who's going to win on this? Negotiations, things happening quickly. Offers he doesn't like, or giving offers. Queen of Swords again. Oh, what's going on here? What's the energy with Donald? This is the wedding card. This is the wedding card. And I think this is the divorce card now. I think she's going to divorce. She's going to make the choice. This is the wedding card. This is the divorce card. It's going to happen quickly. There's going to be a message on that. She's run out of strength. He's not giving her the offers that he wants. I realize this is supposed to be from Donald's perspective. It could be Donald going to jail too. But I think that, she's... Now, let's say Donald fled the country. All right? Just throwing that one out there. If Donald fled the country, went to Saudi Arabia to avoid prosecution, going to jail, flying over there, she's not going to Saudi Arabia. Ain't happening, not in a million freaking years. I've done what I've needed to do, and this offer. Either something happens where she's going to divorce him. She's going to make the decision. She's going to divorce him. She's done. She can't do it anymore. It happens quickly. It could happen if he flees the country, she'll divorce him. Or if he doesn't come through with that prenup, something happens to that prenup, it does not come through, she will divorce him. Plain and simple. And then he'll be a victim. All right. Challenge reading. On the left side will be the Donald Trump being broke, or Donald Trump violating the order. Let's say he doesn't agree to it, and on the right side will be him like fleeing the country or something like that. What drives the divorce? Boy, this is getting gossipy, isn't it? So juicy. Entertainment purposes only. What do I know? I'm just some random dude on the internet throwing tarot cards. Celebration. This is center underneath it is the celebration. So if Donald, on this side, if he goes broke, all the fines and everything like that, versus him fleeing. Okay, the government makes the decision. He's paying. There's your $800 million between the almost $100 million that E. Jean Carroll has, and about the $700 million I've been predicting that he's going to get taken out for by Letitia James. He's got there's nothing left there, and then she has to make a choice. Basically, what causes her to leave? Judgment that causes him to go broke, and now you have to make a choice because you're only staying because you love the man. This one, if he flees the country, it's done and dusted. Okay, I was also, it was kind of here's the legal proceedings. This interrupts the prenup. There's no money left for the prenup. He can't honor the prenup. It's like, I was going to sign that prenup, but you know what? I need that money more than Barron needs it. If he flees the country, it's done. She is not following him. You're crazy. I am not going over there. You can hide all you want. I'm going home. I'm going to go home. I'm done and dusted with you. You want to be on the lam and be a gangsta hiding out in a different country? You go for it. I'm not around for that. King of Wands. What ends up driving the dissolution of their marriage are court decisions. Whether it's the financial ruin of Donald Trump or the fleeing to avoid prosecution to another country, it's these court rulings that kill the relationship and cause her to realize that there's more to life. There's a lot of, basically, you know what this card is? There's a lot still left in her life to celebrate. And if that's true, good on her. Because it's not a marriage out of love. It's a business arrangement. It got her in the country. It got her with a wealthy man. It got her some prestige, and she could, work on her modeling career. Whatever her values are. I don't know what her values are. I don't even pretend to know what her values are. It was a means to an end, and they both seem to be, narcissistic personalities. So, they can put up with each other because they're just like each other in that regard. They had a kid. She's a mom now. Her kid's an adult. It will be on the Ides of March 20th. And probably starting a new chapter of her life. By the spring equinox, which would be right around her son's 18th birthday, the spring equinox of 2024, will Melania Trump still be... Will she have made a decision on staying married to Donald? That'll probably address the money issue. Let's see. He's broke. By Barron's birthday, Trump is broke. I don't think he's come through on the prenup again, or he's given very little. And there's that strength card again. She's been strong, trying to get that money by there. And the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is not going to be the King of Pentacles anymore. He's broke. He's lost his money. He's had to pay all this stuff out. And she can't do it anymore. The strength is gone. She was hopeful that she could get this done. Trump taking care of his kid, like a good father would do for their child. Current situation is the Lover's card. The relationship, now it's reevaluating the relationship, because if he's got no money, that dynamic of that relationship is now different. And how much does she get left? Does she might need to leave in order to get her payout, right? And there's a prenup and all that stuff, but that Lover's card, man. Ace of Wands. She's going to take strong action on something. Again, if he hasn't had that thing done, which I'm not getting the vibe that he is, she's going to take strong action regarding to her relationships. Wow, good God. I comment multiple times on how similar those cards are. Her love for her son contrasted with her voluntarily being married to Donald Trump. And she has to make a strong choice because the money's an issue. She's been strong. She thought Donald would do the right thing. And she's been a mom to her kid. He's no longer a kid. He's an adult. So now you got to make a decision. She's going to say, again, I sacrificed everything for this kid. I sacrificed being married to this guy. I'm ready for something different. Yeah. Because he's no longer... Basically, you're not the man I married. Underneath it is the Page of Pentacles. This is the next one. He's gone from a King of Pentacles to a Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I think by Barron's 18th birthday, she's made up her mind. When she announces it is anybody's guess. But by that point, I think she's got a pretty good grip on Trump's finances and his financial future. And it's grim. And now she's going to make a choice. All right. Is there anything else I don't know if there's anything else I want to read on this one. I mentioned a bunch of stuff up front. I'm hoping I covered it all. So what do we got? What's the energy around there? Not good. Is she negotiating that prenup? Yeah, she's renegotiating it. Is she doing it to get Barron secured finances? Yeah, I would think so. Is it going to get done? I don't think so. I think Trump doesn't get it done. And, it doesn't feel like Barron. No, basically Trump goes broke and he needs the money more than Barron needs it. Because he's a narcissist and it's his money. And Barron can, do whatever. He can work at Trump work, but he can't because Trump work doesn't exist anymore. So now Melania's got to figure out what her next move is. She sacrificed to have Donald's kid. It's her son. She loves being the role of a mom. there may not be able she may not have the capacity to express love in the traditional sense that you and I would express it. So she expresses it in a different love language of like service and sacrifice or something like that. Such a martyr. That Eight of Swords is a martyr card. Now I did all this for you, and by Barron's 18th birthday, Trump either doesn't get, he doesn't get it done. He's risking going to prison. He's fleeing the country, something along those lines. And she's just like, I can't do this anymore. She might make the announcement quickly if when it happens. She will be the one who makes that announcement through, obviously not herself, period. She'll do it through her things. It'll try to be kept quiet, but again, she's private. It does, to her, it's nobody's business, but the information will get out. It'll get leaked out. Court documents, and you're gonna have to file some court documents. And yeah, no, I've already thrown on that. Basically, wouldn't know what happens with her after that. No, you'll see her on a yacht in the Mediterranean. All right, so that's it. Trump, yeah, if Trump flees the country, she's not going with him. Not happening. Not in a million years. Yeah, she gets betrayed. Sorry. That's who he is. He finally got around to betraying you and his own son. But yeah, what did you expect? He's a drowning man, and he will use anybody and anything to keep his head above water. So he is. All right. Thank you for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for all your kind words and your shares and your likes and everything you do that helps feed the YouTube algorithm. For folks just discovering my channel for the first time, thank you very much for finding us. I hope you found this reading insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.